So, who remembers this? Possibly from my video that I made about it a couple weeks ago.
What is in the safe smoking kit?
A safe smoking kit may contain alcohol swabs, lip balm, other materials to promote hygiene and reduce the transmission of diseases like HIV and hepatitis. I would note that what we're really talking about here is steps that we're taking as a federal government to address the opioid epidemic, which is killing tens of thousands, if not more, Americans every single day, week, month of the year. We don't have time for political games. The president's focused on saving lives through harm reduction programs. That's exactly what we're talking about here. They work in red states and they work in blue states. We know they save lives. They help connect people to treatment and recovery. And they were endorsed this week by a bipartisan commission co-chaired by Senator Tom Cotton that examines steps we must take to address the devastating toll of overdoses.
Well, I'm about to show you some footage that was just sent to me today by somebody who follows me on Instagram. And I'm so thankful that they shared this with me because it really puts a very interesting perspective on this whole scenario. And I would think it pretty much ends all debate about if Jen Psaki was telling the truth or not. Let's go. Welcome back to the channel. So glad that you found my backup to Anna's Thoughts and Musical Parodies here at Anna Speaks Out. Thanks for being here. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. Romans 1:22.
Just spent the last 30-40 minutes talking to Travis Lupick about harm reduction and drug addiction programs in this country. The Biden administration did a good thing with this grant program, which is funding harm reduction throughout the country.
Let the lying lips be put to silence, which speak grievous things proudly and contemptuously against the righteous. Psalm 31:18.
Thanks, Jen. HHS just put out a statement clarifying around some reports that crack pipes are not would be part of the safe smoking kits that are funded by the administration. But can you clarify for us, were they never a part of the kit, or were they removed in response to this reporting and this pushback?
They were never a part of the kit. It was inaccurate reporting, and we wanted to put out information to make that clear.
Okay, so you heard all that. Now watch this new footage that I just got today of a couple people on the ground in one of the locations where these kits were passed out.
Friday in Hollywood, they have a Catholic church that gives this stuff out. This is where we living at, y'all, and this is what the government's doing. Joe Biden said he spent $60 million on paraphernalia for drugs, and this is what it looks like. It says being alive. This is a meth pipe. Yep. Right here with this bubble thing. I guess you put the meth in there. This is a crack pipe. Yep. Okay.
I think that it's important to step back and remember, just to put a little more of a fine point on it, that we're losing an American life every 5 minutes to overdose.
These are all instructions on how to overdose treatment and education. This is the needle in here. I'm not going to open this. I'm scared.
That's for heroin?
Yes, for heroin. It has the alcohol
That's
pads
a real
and stuff.
needle?
It's a needle in there.
Oh my God.
And these things are like a black and mild filter that you put on the crack pipe so you don't think no one's saliva, so you don't get sick, and you can do your drugs. And so this is
so they like it. So they like, if you're gonna do drugs, we're gonna give it to you so that you can do it the proper way without getting sick.
Because we're not stopping it. We're not gonna stop it.
Exactly.
We put out this statement, though, because there was inaccurate information out there, or I should say HHS put out this statement because there was inaccurate information out there.
It says being alive. This is a meth pipe. Yep. Right here with this bubble thing. I guess you put the meth in there. This is a crack pipe. Yep. Okay.
And we wanted to provide clarification on the allowable uses for the HHS harm reduction program.
And you can do your drugs. And so this is
so they like it. So they like, if you're gonna do drugs, we're gonna give it to you so that you can do it the proper way without getting sick.
Because we're not stopping it. We're not going to stop it.
It's not a change in policy. This program, though, is focused on harm reduction strategies, including prioritizing the use of fentanyl test strips and clean syringes.
Thank you again so much for being here today. Since you like liked the video enough to make it all the way to the end, don't forget to click the thumbs up and share with somebody else who would also find it interesting. Leave your comments below